Another plant worth noting in our understory here is a fern. We don't see too many ferns very often in southern Wisconsin. They're much more abundant in the north, where conditions are a little bit more favorable for ferns to grow. If you remember, these have a life cycle that also involves spores, like the non-vascular land plants. But the spores, in this case, they germinate into a small structure, a small small gametophyte that causes fertilization to happen or allows fertilization to happen. And most of what we see in a fern is the sporophyte. So we'll catch a sporophyte phase right here, kind of center of the picture. And the top of this, kind of ferny. A lot of our ferns are much more branched than this. Technically, this whole thing is one leaf, so all the way down to the ground. And our ferns have rhizomes, so stems along the ground. So one leaf here called a frond in ferns, and this one's only divided one time into leaflets. So these are individual leaflets, and if I flip this over, you can also see that these are reproductive leaflets. So on the underside, if you flip a fern frond over and you get brown structures in a regular pattern, that's probably the spore producing structures. Pretty good to see in a microscope. Just see that each of these fuzzy shapes here is actually made up of many spore containers, each with a whole bunch of spores inside. If we were to look for a gametophyte here, it would be located kind of at ground level. They're hard to locate even if you are catching them at the right time of year in the right place. So they're just really small, short-lived, and I really don't hold out hope that we're going to find one today. But really neat structures if you ever manage to find one and identify it.